Shane going the wrong way. On the carry for the Bulldogs, moving the ball all the way up to about the ETL line to be 1st and 10 for Beach High School. Timeout on the field. Timeout, Beach High. Well, that's the first timeout in the contest. Again, Bulldogs moving the ball downfield pretty swiftly in the first two plays.
Timeout at 8:53.
You get the ball after a 3-yard punt inside of your opponent's territory. You got to do something with it. That's what defensive stand-up is just like.
Broadcast on the Water Sports Network.
Here we go.
Jenkins Athletics.
Yeah, but do it now. Chatham County Athletics.
Legal substitution.
Legal substitution on the beach.
Legal substitution.
The rain is coming down.
I think you just didn't have equipment.
I know it's going to be a pretty much run-heavy night for both teams. I don't see neither one passing the ball as much.
It was a
pass back and fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Blue Jackets.
Savannah High has the ball. We've seen the ball hit the turf twice tonight so far.
Well, it's a raining night in Georgia tonight, and it started to show in the contest as we got a wet ball out there.
Yeah, and this like second turnover, and you got to see what Savannah High do with their second possession on the night.
Well, they were set up in a trying to get the jet sweep to go, and it didn't work out that way. The ball slipped out the quarterback's hand on the delivery.
You can see this Bulldogs defense again. First series, the defense still on and forced Savannah High to a point. Let's see what happens with this possession.
Got flag.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Quarterback sweep. Drilled down.
Illegal shift.
Seems like
Illegal shift on the line.
maybe on the high.
Illegal shift.
Illegal shift against the Blue Jackets. That's a 5-yard penalty. We'll replay first down.
Put the High in bad field position against this defense. Hasn't given up much yards since Blue Jackets so far tonight.
First and 15. As the Blue Jackets come up to the line of scrimmage. One receiver split out to the left. Like formation in the back. It looked like a wishbone.
Good. Got about 14 yards on that play.
Mitchell on the carry for the Blue Jackets. Big gain on the play. It'll be second and about, I'll say 6. 7 yards back from that onside penalty.
See, the Blue Jackets keep the ball moving with this wishbone, wishbone offense.
First down.
On the carry, not to move the chain with a 1st and 10 for the Blue Jackets. So Beach High School band is coming in the rain over here. Ten on the right side up. Right side on the carry. Moves the ball close to the sticks. And enough for another Blue Jackets. First down, Blue Jackets. First and 10 for the Blue Jackets from midfield.
Good chunk of yards on those last two positions.
First and 10 for the Blue Jackets from the Bulldogs, 49-yard line. On the carry for the Blue Jackets.
Hold on white.
There's a flag on the play. I know it's kind of hard to see out these windows as it's foggy out there.
Pretty much just watching Savannah High running quickly right and quickly left. They picked up a lot of yards. The quarterback draw to the right against this defense.
7.
Keep going with it.
Holding number 7.
Holding against the Blue Jackets.
They didn't need what they had in the middle.
I'm out. Hang on to the Blue Jackets.
That's their first? Yes, sir. 6:35.
Welcome to this broadcast of Warsport Network's coverage of Savannah High School versus the Blue Jackets. Savannah High School Blue Jackets versus the Bulldogs of Alfred High School, live from Allen Stadium, Coach. It's a rainy night in Georgia, as I mentioned earlier. It's good to be back in the booth again. It's been a long time, Coach.
Actually, been a long time. Actually, this is the second week of football in the now two areas. Both Beach and Savannah High playing last week, and both taking losses. So they both hungry for a win tonight.
Savannah High took over their Academy out of St. Thomas Island and lost to them 34-7 at home. And the Bulldogs come into the contest after facing, I believe it was Calvary Day School. And Calvary, one of the powerhouse teams out of Region 3A. Get the Bulldogs.
Both teams coming in hungry for a touchdown. Scoring a touchdown in the first game. Savannah High playing for GIAA. Normally, in the region that the Warriors get from Savannah area, normally used to play 8-man football, which I've never really seen it. Just 8-man football, but they came and played Savannah High and ran the ball that well. Like Savannah High is doing now, is running the ball and a little bit.
Ball game on the play. Again, about the line, so it was in the third and about 15 for the Blue Jackets. out as the season progresses and get up to that matchup against Jenkins High School. First pass of the game. Freeman pass is incomplete. It's intended receiver number 23. James Kelly is going to be first down. Last time he put it 3 yards, so this. No, he fumbled that. It'll be first and 10 for the Bulldogs. We are in territory at the 34-yard line. They're actually 45-yard line. Special teams. Savannah High special teams have given beats.
What's up, 4 or 5 fumbles?
Yeah.
Different side of the field. So
Fumble on every position.
Savannah High defense got to put in a little bit. Got to work a little bit harder just to keep that New Jackson in the game.
Snippy Winwood. First and 10 for the Bulldogs with a trips to the right. Handoff still on his feet. Number 4 running. See Fossil room to the 10. And he is in the zone. Touchdown. Bulldogs. First possession.
What's going on? I hear a lot of whistles. I feel
Jordan,
okay, 25
Jordan,
seconds.
no.
Okay. Jordan, I know Jordan.
We put 6 on the board.
It's not basketball.
Plus
West Lawrence must be scoring
every
every possession to include Groves.
West Lawrence and Groves.
We're going 5 yards to 37.
First and 10 for the Blue Jackets from their own 35-yard line. Well, 35 to nothing. That's going to be a pretty long
That's a 60 piece.
ride on back home.
Well, we know it's a running clock now, so ain't nothing stopping that.
Oh, it's a 60 piece. 60.
Oh, yeah. They used to slow the clock down when we got a penalty on the play.
37. It should be on 37.
Ball over 37.
Ball is being placed on the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Jackets. So, first offensive series, possession that went the Bulldogs' way.
How to keep the ball on the ground.
Ball being on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 9 for the Blue Jackets.
They got to go into a delay.
Yeah.
Lightning just hit within 10 miles.
Damn.
So Tim's about to
They about to
go
go to a delay.
Where's he at? You got your headphones on,
Yeah.
right? Tell officials that Lightning just hit within 10 miles and we need to get the kids off.
Lightning delay.
I'm
Lightning
about to
delay.
make an announcement if you don't mind.
After this play, lightning delay.
Lightning delay. Everyone off the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are lightning delay. We need everyone to leave the bleacher area at this moment. We need everyone to leave the bleacher area. We are at a lightning delay. So everybody under. Return to the cars, right?
Out the stadium. He's out the stadium.
We need everyone out the stadium and return to your cars for safety.
So when it's all clear, then you come back in.
Don't need to be walking. No, sir. Green for the all clear.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to please leave the stadium. Lightning delay. Once it's all clear now, once you come back into the game.
This game got announced is over.
Yeah, please.
Well, they ain't coming back. Once they start it, that's it. They gonna call it.
They will call it?
I mean, once they start the game, it's already started. If it lighten again, it's a wrap.
Really?
Yeah. They just want to get the game started.
It's a region game?
No.
It's over with.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
We have a 7-0 score. Beach up.
Beach got
We have
down.
about, between both teams, we have about a total of 40 total yards between both teams.
About 5 4.
I want to say it's a defensive game. Ball has been on Savannah's
right now it's gonna be
side of the field.
it's gonna be
the
30
entire
minutes.
first quarter.
If I strike again, it's a wrap. That's why she was mad. But they got to do better than that. They got to let the people uphill. But I would have told her she didn't have a microphone.
Yeah.
We back here. Lightning delay, that's some extra football. So let's talk about the scores around the area. And I saw one that was 35-0 in the first quarter of action between Groves and West Lawrence.
Yeah, and West Lawrence is up on Groves, and from the stats and the play-by-play, West Lawrence has scored every time they touch the ball. So kickoff return for a touchdown, rushing touchdown, passing touchdowns. They're scoring on Groves any and every way possible.
Okay, we just had another strike of lightning. I'm looking at a very interesting umbrella here. I don't know if that's an umbrella or a piece of cardboard, poster board or something that's flat. What is that?
Boy, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do to get up out of here.
Somebody ran over that? Get a camera on that.
No.
So what
I don't want to get on the field and lightning strike.
Just look at it, Coach. It's going across. What is that?
Homemade is what they call it. It's called homemade.
Yes, okay. as the stadium starts to clear here, we have a 7-0 score as the Bulldogs was able to strike first on their second possession. The first possession they had, they played Russian roulette. The ball just kept slipping and sliding. Hot potato. That's what hot potato. And Savannah High was able to recover the football. And then Savannah High had a couple of series, and they tried to move the ball. They pumped the ball once, and it went straight up and went negative yards. And Beach was able to try to put they tried to get them. And then the second punt by the Blue Jackets ended up becoming a fumble or a block, and the Bulldogs took advantage of it.
Yeah, actually a fumble because he missed the whole ball. The ball just dropped on the ground, and Beach recovered it. So the field possession for both teams, Savannah High average starting at about their 25, and Beach average starting offense possessions at Savannah High's 30. So we've only been checking for one side of the field the whole first quarter. So
yeah, we've been basically in the same spots. To be honest with you, we haven't really, moved on this side of the field yet. But again, this is an early part of the game, and non-region contest. Both teams are really trying to get their feet wet, trying to see what's going to work until they come to region play, because Beach has already played one region game when they played against Cavalry at Georgia Southern, and then they don't play again until September 5th. Well, both teams don't play until September 5th, where that's when everything starts to getting heated up, because region play is for all the schools in 3A. You only get one
non-region game.
One non-region game.
After that, it's
you got to play the both of your schedule.
Savannah High goes to Bryan County, which is a region game for them out in Pembroke. And like I said, we're looking at Savannah High's schedule under new first-year coach Moses Green, coming over from Jenkins, coaching that defense over at Jenkins last year, and taking over a Savannah High team that had its struggles up and down the past few years. Their first game was against Frederica Academy, which, like we stated, is in GIAA. So they're not a Georgia High School Associated team, but they came and put up 34 points on the High. Normally playing against teams like St. Andrews and Memorial Day. I know against Memorial Day, I think they play 8-man football. So playing against Savannah High and having that extra 3 players, actually Frederica possibly could be playing Region 1A in that region with Savannah High and Bryan County and the rest of it.
So you also have McIntosh that's in there.
Yeah, McIntosh. Yeah.
That has that has an indoor facility to practice in. So they spent some money up there in Pembroke for that facility there. That's a nice facility. And then you also see what is in Richmond Hill, the mecca of high school football in the Coastal Empire. Now, the Blue Jackets, let's see, Windsor Forest will be in action. Is it Windsor Forest that Beach plays next? Yes, on September 5th, Beach will take on the Knights of Windsor Forest, which I think believe they had success in their first contest. So go back and check my notes on that. And then, next Saturday, college football comes to Savannah as the Tigers of Savannah State University. We're taking on Edward Waters University at Ted Wright Stadium. Kickoff's like 6 p.m. This is going to be alumni appreciation, faculty, and staff day. It's also on blue out, so you got to wear your blue out there. So throw on some blue, pack the stands, and let me make some noise as your Savannah State Tigers take on the Tigers of Edward Waters University.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Out of JV Florida, coach, I'm returning to the booth over at Savannah State University. Here to call the game.
Ready for it.
Yes.
Should be a good, exciting game.
Yes, and one thing notice about a lot of these HBCUs, most of the mascots are tigers.
All of them are tigers. I think I ever met one that wasn't a tiger.
Yeah.
I know there's no lions and bears over in HBCUs.
Not too many. I'm trying to figure out that, I went to Savannah State University, called games for them for many years, and I'm trying to figure out that why did all the schools, I would say, maybe 45, 50% of the schools, mascot is a tiger.
That's probably the only name that everybody thought of. They thought about the school Tigers.
That's an easy call. So we don't know what's going on over there. Benedictine, they're the same area with us. They're getting probably delay as well.
Yeah, I thought I saw a score where Buford was up 7-0, but they erased it off the board. So no info from that game over there other than match prep, but it doesn't show no score right now. So if you're talking about BC, who just went and played, BC's first game is
Against Colquitt County.
Colquitt, yeah, and BC they're out of region schedule. They play a lot of 6A teams. They love the competition. They have the talent over there. But then they're in Region 4A with New Hampstead and Ware County and those guys. And BC's going to be a handful once the rest of this season gets going. Looking at Savannah Christian is up on New Hampstead right now, 14-0.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, Savannah Christian, they bring back a plethora of talent. I think they got the best, if not the best, O-line possibly in South Georgia, led by Jordan Dillon, who has a bunch of power forward and offers, and probably one of the most stellar kids that I've known and been around for a while. We got some other tough linemen over there, but Savannah Christian is going to be tough here. You know, we're talking about before, but through Region 3A with Long County and Liberty County and Jenkins Cavalry, you're looking at those four to headline that region and come out of that region 3A in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's gonna be a wrap. I can tell you right now, when Region 3A and you look at it from top to bottom, that middle is going to be dropping for spots. Is going to be where all the football and the games going to really matter. You got Jenkins. That's a given. You have Cavalry, which is going to come out in the playoffs, but then you have Southeast Florida. You have Long County. This Long County game, Jenkins is a really good game. Jenkins won that game last year at the end. So that's going to be a really good football game when these two schools play. And Jenkins, lucky for Jenkins this year, they don't have to go nowhere. All their games are played in their own backyard here in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah,
so after going to Lowndes County, they're at home for as long as they want to be.
That's an advantage for the Warriors, playing at home, playing against these teams that's coming in that could give them a scare. They will have the home field advantage, and we know the Warriors have their returning quarterback and one of their top players. They got Demetrius Holloway Jr., who's at QB, and they got Damo Johnson, who's the Swiss Army knife that pretty much most defensive coordinators should be game planning for. Damo Johnson, because he does it all. Running, receiving, blocking, the kid does it all. Returning punts, returning kickoffs. Try to avoid punting him the ball or kicking him the ball, because he has the ability to take it to the house.
And then you have Jit that had an outstanding, Jillian Elliott, as we call him. Yep. He had an outstanding game as Demetrius threw for 320 yards in the second half of the game against Lowndes County, and one of his favorite targets was Jillian Elliott, part of his Jenkins 3A state champion 4x100 sprints. Yep. I mean, them guys won the states.
Yeah,
and held number one spot in the state for pretty much the whole season. Plus, they lost. The Warriors lost Corey Stafford. They
other speedster.
Yes, they fought the 100 meters. What we call the fastest man in 3A. He was the fastest man in 5A 5A a year ago, and then we dropped down to 3A. He won that too, and then he won the 200 as well this year here, as well as being a part of that 4x100 team. And I can tell you, thinking about that 4x100 team, you have three of those guys that's on the field right now. So that's a lot of speed.
A lot of speed, and makes Demetrius Holloway's job a little bit easier because he have those speedsters out there, and he got the cannon to get them the ball, and one catch or and break away, and they could be in the end zone.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for schools to guard that many receivers with that speed, and then you don't know them little dump downs that can hurt you as well. One other thing I say, Demetrius rushed for 66 yards tonight against
running the ball.
And that's off of coming off that injury. It's sad to say it hurt us during basketball season when he went down and we lost, one of our major ball handlers and somebody that can orchestrate the floor, which he does in football. So we lost him and we lost Zaire last year, one of our bigs, and now all those guys are healthy and they are being put in positions where they can make plays for the Warriors.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And let's not forget about the Warriors running game with Ryan Scott back there leading the charge, and
you got the King of Pop back there too, Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson's back there, and then and like I say, Damo Johnson, who can also jump back there, and you can hand him the ball, and he can do some spectacular things with it. I say 3 is going to be. It's going to be exciting once those teams start to play each other. My surprise team coming out there might be Islands. I think Islands may surprise some people. I really haven't seen Johnson, and we're getting to see Beach now. Windsor may surprise some teams. So these 3A region is going to be very competitive towards the middle. So like you say, we who's going to separate themselves from the pack? A lot of teams might buckle once they see Cavalry, but I think Cavalry can be beat. It just depends on who beats.
Yeah, that name alone strikes fears in a lot of these schools. Oh, we got to play Cavalry. We get up for that, but you should be getting up for that thing and say, hey, you got to play us too.
Yeah.
You got to play us.
So we know Jenkins took them to the wire last year, so we know Jenkins is not scared of them. It's just Jenkins lost a lot on defense from last year, and even the defensive coordinators here at the High. So if they can fill in those linebacker positions and DB, corner and DB positions, Jenkins may pull an upset against Cavalry. I think they got Cavalry on their homecoming also.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's I would that to me that's just like, hey, yeah, we scheduled out for homecoming. It's homecoming and senior night. Yeah, those are, you look at your schedule and say, oh, it's gonna be senior night, it's gonna be homecoming.
Yeah. You go and find the worst teams in the area in the state. Yeah, that's how we did when we came up. We weren't trying to play the best teams on senior night or homecoming. Nobody wants to take the loss on either one of those nights.
And then there's so much other stuff that's going on that can distract you from the game.
Yes.
And that's, and I was like, I think Jenkins did that just to say, hey, we coming for your guys, and we want to play y'all homecoming. Okay. So let's talk about that. So Cavalry took it personally, of course.
Oh yeah. They circled that on their schedule. They circled that on their calendar. So we know that's going to be a barn burner that night.
Yeah, because I think it was a tick for tack because Cavalry chose Jenkins for their senior night last year. Yeah. I believe, and Jenkins did not take kindly to that.
No. Man, Jenkins almost pulled up. So
yeah, we broadcast that game.
Yeah, we did. It was exciting. It came down to overtime, and Jenkins came up that short. So look to see another barn burner this year between those two teams. And like I say, it depends on who separate themselves in that region 3A. So.
Yeah, it's like I said, this is going to be a real interesting time because Cavalry still got to play Long County. They still got to play Southeast Bullet. And if you see, from coaching track, I had an opportunity to see Adrian Peterson's son, and the kid's fast, and he's athletic. And then I saw when they played in Statesboro, I saw some highlights of that, and the kid even got bigger. And I was like, wait a minute, who's that? I didn't even know Adrian Peterson until my reliable source, Santana Riley, told me. Yeah, that's his son.
Yeah.
I said, what? I said, that would have got bigger.
So that lets you know, the talent that's in 3A. So those teams going to have their hands full with that running back, with Adrian Peterson. They're going to have their hands full. So, look to see some good football. I'm just ready to get it rolling. And, we get to broadcast a lot of other teams in other than Jenkins in Chatham County.
Well, it's gonna be hard to do it. Yeah, once you get rolling, get a couple games here and there.
Yeah.
Feel slick now, man.
You get to see a couple of my, we doing Beach and Savannah High right now, but I wouldn't mind being over there watching Buford and BC.
We got about 90 broadcasters over there right now.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We got Georgia Public TV part over there as well.
Yeah.
But that $1 million stadium, that $62 million stadium up there in Buford is a sight to see. I was thinking that they probably would have bought BC out just to play the game there.
Oh yeah.
That's what Cam needs to do. Cam said, we're not traveling with these 200 football players back in the day. Y'all gonna come to us and we buy y'all out in most teams because because they were in the region with all the Savannah schools. They decided to take that journey down to Kingsland.
Oh yeah. As long as up 42-0 now, second quarter. So I don't know if they got a rain delay, but I'm sure Groves Richard was one.
Might be one of those calls.
Yeah, it might be. The rain might not stop this game. It might be the rest.
Yeah, I think they're gonna probably call that one as soon as they come out of halftime.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You know, from the great Kenny Ross.
Yes, Savannah High played Groves in a scrimmage about 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I heard the High won that.
Yeah, the High beat Groves in scrimmage, and
well, scrimmages don't count.
yeah, scrimmage don't count, but it pretty much gives you a picture of what you're going to be expecting, and 42-0 in the second quarter. And then they got Jenkins next week after Groves play Jenkins, so
they start pretty heavy.
Jenkins sitting at home with the week off, with the night off, so they probably prepared for Groves. They put it on Groves pretty bad last year, so that's one of those games that you don't want to come into that not being able to put points up on the board against the Jenkins squad that's
stacked in every level from the special teams, defense, the offense, and their offensive line is huge.
I think Jenkins is probably can be on the field with Savannah State and match player for player. 160 players. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Where's Frankie?
Any other scores that popped out to you? I know we have a rain delay here, and also probably at Savannah High Stadium as Reservoirs is taking on Branton County.
Yeah, it's delay over there as well. I mean, like the score here is 7.
Herschel Walker play.
We got no score from Effingham County and Houston.
That's not Johnson High, that's Johnson County in there?
We got a 70-0 score. Second quarter, 7-0.
Yeah, somebody, they might need to stop that.
Don't stop them. I guess they don't want to see 100 points put up on a high school football game or 7-0 before halftime. That's crazy.
Yeah. Before halftime, that means they scored every time they touch the ball, and every time the other team touch the ball is that's crazy.
I hope that's a money game.
You get beat like that, you had to get paid to go up there and get beat like that.
Give me my money after the game. Run me my money. That's
it's a rain delay. So Savannah Christian still up on New Hampstead 14-0.
29. Keith Booking is the, I heard he's been giving players in school some nice equipment there. And I think it was a good high school violation as well.
It's hard to say what's a violation now because
Yes, sir.
It's hard to say what's a violation. I guess it depends on who says something.
Well, let's go to a commercial break. You're watching Warriors, or you're watching Chatham County football on the Warrior Sports Network.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back to Allen Stadium as it's a rainy night here in Georgia as lightning delay has stopped the game in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. The Bulldogs of Beach High School leads the Blue Jackets of Savannah High School. I'm Terry Hines again, joined by the coach, Coach Sylvester Wells, and hey, we just sitting here shooting a breeze and waiting for the call to say that this game is going to be called or you're going to be playing pretty late.
Yeah, and I mean, for my our trusty informant, Santana, he said that Johnson started their game at 10 against Bryan County last Friday. So I wouldn't be surprised if they continued this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped it either.
Yeah, I mean, it's a non-regional contest. Both teams are really just trying to get themselves up for regional play. They got a bye week next week, so they're trying to get as much as they possibly can before that bye week because, you're playing basically 0-0 because you're going to be playing against your JVs or your scout teams. In some cases, your scout team is your JV team or your scout team is your regular varsity team when you don't have as many players as some of the schools in Savannah have, 160 players at Jenkins, and that's about 40 and some other ones.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have a draft and have Jenkins just line up all their players in the middle of the field, and all the other schools just come and select.
Well, we'll probably start with the guys in the student body that should be playing football and put them out there.
Yeah.
And then, do like semi-pro and get some equipment like a wash machine for Willie Harrison.
Oh, yeah, they might have to.
Yeah, it's the stuff that we need. Another weight set, come on there. Yeah.
Well, speaking on that, you're not wrong because there is nil. So there is a nil in the high school mostly.
Friends of the program.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The collectives is what we call them, the collectives. So, you never know. A couple of other states that it don't even bother them or phase them.
So, Beach Band was giving us some entertainment, like they were playing, and, this would have been a really good one. Wait a minute, we see the kids running back on the field.
Okay, we probably going to finish this game.
That's what it looks like.
So they had an extended halftime.
I heard anything? Not the weather.
So, I guess we're going to go back to the action on the field.
You got players on the field, that's what I'm asking. 3 minutes on the clock, we got 3:53. Okay, so we're going to cut back up. The ball was on the 41.
To this camera here. Okay.
Three minutes on the clock and run.
So here come the Bulldogs Beach High School, pretty hyped after that beautiful first quarter action that they experienced with 2 series. They were able to punch their ticket into the land of 6 and was able to capitalize that. And they had a pretty good kicker out there as well. He booted that right down the middle.
Yeah, it's hard to keep, in these type of dishes, but they're playing on turf, so it makes it a lot easier. Nowadays, you're playing on patches of grass and a lot of clay dirt. One slip in that mud and that kick can go another way. So
Things are warming back up, trying to get themselves bodies back ready. These look pretty good. The new unis that they got, you know, each alumni association is probably one of the best alumni associations in the country, one of the largest in the country, and they definitely support their student body.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, you know, a lot of schools, you know, should adopt that, you know, with the alumni. But you gotta honor your alumni. You gotta appreciate your alumni, the ones that played at the school, the ones that actually made it. You know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, honoring your alumni every now and then, because, you know, you see good things and positive things happen for your program based off what the alumni does. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can play the rest of this quarter here, and then, you know, I think if we get one more light in the lead in this game, we probably called trying to see what that score is over at Benedictine.
Yeah, pretty sure they probably back on the field now, but I know Buford didn't.
It was 3:53 in the first quarter.
You know, Buford didn't come all the way down here to play one quarter.
Ball on the 41.
So, any other score updates?
Yeah, I'll set it back at 3-5-3.
Pretty much same score. I got a couple of scores from South Carolina, but I'm pretty sure they got good weather out there. It's raining because a lot of those games are at halftime.
Really, we've almost done with football for the night. We get out here by 9:30, 9:30-ish, 10 o'clock.
Get out of here about 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Say again?
Now the fans are coming back in the game. Coming back in.
No.
So we're still trying to get a call about what's going on. We had wet ball first half.
The horn ain't sounding out.
So we also view this beautiful night for football in the Coastal Empire. Friday night lights have returned.
In the rain.
In the rain,
I love it.
The horn may not be working. We'll let you know later.
Get started with this game. They're not going to waste no time. We got 3 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter of action. Bulldogs are up 7-0 over the Blue Jackets of Savannah High School. Ball is placed at about the, let's say the 42-yard line. It'll be third and about 5 for the Blue Jackets.
You know, the Blue Jackets had some possessions where they ran the ball fairly well with their quarterback, but that you know, might be called a cross, but the wing team, or you know, and they had some good chunk of yards out of that. I think the penalty that took them back when they was marching down the field, you know, slowed down their offense, but the Beats took over on the failed punt and scored.
Yeah, this is issue, so you got to go to camera 2. 10, and they got some movement there. Flag on the play. Ball start. And the first 5-yard penalty. We'll replay 3rd down. From on the play.
Be another fumble? Yes, sir. Savannah High recovered it, so we didn't recover it?
I believe they did.
It looks like we're playing flag football tonight.
And 4th down for the
Blue Jackets from their own 35-yard line.
We were going to more of a radio broadcast because we're having some issues with our video technology here. We'll be all rectified next week when the Warriors take on the Scottish Rebels. The Rebels are what we call Scottish Rebels nowadays. And I had to tell the coach that that's your name. You can't change it.
You can't change the name. If you're the Scottish Rebel, you're the Scottish Rebel. But I think West Lawrence really don't care what their name is right now. They scored 42 nothing still.
Flag on play, delay of game. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
As slowly come back into the stadium, and then we're going to pretty much go through more of a radio broadcast, and we're going to call it.
One on the play recovered by the Bulldogs. Every first and 10 Beach High School from about the Blue Jacket 18.
Hey, somebody up there?
Going to more of a radio broadcast thing, so this TV watches more like a podcast, too.
Yeah, and you get the same point across.
Five on the play.
And I'm doing double duty again tonight. Hopefully it won't be too much double duty for me this season.
False start against the Bulldogs. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 1st down.
So the Bulldogs. It's 1st and 10, 1st and 15.
Timeout on the field.
Tried to reset and restart the play, you know. Whistle blown when they was in motion to run a play, so trying to counteract what Savannah High defense may have seen. So probably change the play a little bit.
I'm trying to figure out what Savannah High called the timeout was beat to the official pointing towards Savannah High. So I was assuming coach wanna change it up a little bit, maybe a little jailhouse here.
That's correct. Because it looked like Beach was about to pass the ball.
And it was probably the wrong formation.
Yeah, and smart timeout call. I would have called timeout.
First and 15 for the Bulldogs.
Plenty times, flag on the play. That's there. And wide open there.
Ball. And the High has it.
There was a flag before
They say it's down.
There's a flag before that.
There was a flag on the play.
That was a flag that came before the play. And
You're saying that the official report that the play was already down, but there was a flag on the play, so we're trying to see what the call is, and Coach Moses Green is curious on the sideline.
yeah, you wonder why the flag was called and why the play was stopped.
Well, one of the coaches might have to Kirby smart him and grab
him and pull him back.
And pull him back. Coach had one job, see, to keep the coach back.
Yep, just like they did for a few other coaches in college. Brent Venables, keep the coach back.
Yeah.
That's your only job. You pay him probably a nice little check for that too.
Yeah, I think but you got to be strong for that job there, Coach.
Oh yeah, I take the job. You know how them little ropes they have on the kids around their waist soon as they go to run? Jerk them back. Come here, coach.
Flag against the Bulldogs.
Beach going in the opposite direction right now.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm hearing the megaphone from.
One of the sidelines, I think.
opportunity to shoot each other's foot. And they got tripped to the right, or we just left to the left. Got a receiver open, and it's straight to his hands.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be second and long for the Bulldogs.
Crosses all over the place here. Here we go. Back to the track line. So, Williams' pass is incomplete. His target was number 20. That's Charlie Walker. And we back again. We got 2x2 set here. Two receivers split to the left, two to the right.
One back. And they defensive end came free. Quarterback scrambling. Woo! Good hit. Good hit by the Blue Jackets.
Williams on the carry for the Bulldogs. Moves the ball up to about the 23-yard line. Will be third and about 14.
Continues to come down.
I look like they came out of the locker room with more intensity to play some good football the rest of this first quarter.
Let's see, not going in there. They got the front door there. We got a
Timeout on the field. Called by Beach High School.
Coaches are playing. I haven't seen one either. Except for at Wendy's.
Something I never seen 7-man football in Georgia.
You got to go with the GIA. You know, that's Memorial Day and those guys.
But like the pals.
So here we come. We got two receivers split to the right, two to the left, one back in the backfield. We got a tight window, we got one receiver split to the left. All the time. With time, he sees it. Here comes the pressure. He can't get rid of it. And goes. Williams still on his feet.
And good open field tackle by number
Williams
20.
on the carry for the Bulldogs. Being tackled by number 20.
Good open field tackle by 20 for the High.
Team rights. It'll be
Blue Jacket, 16-yard line. Coach, do you kick the field goal or you go for it?
In these conditions, what's wrong with going for it? It's going for it. Your defense playing sturdy. I would go for it in these conditions.
All right, ball is high. Inside gear.
And run.
Run is short of the first down marker.
Good defensive stand by Savannah High with the defensive stance. Turnover on downs.
a yard shy of the first down. It'll be first and 10 for the Blue Jackets. Followed out the own 9-yard line.
Horn not working.
We're talking, you know, both of these coaches are understudies of Jenkins Tony Welch. So you got, you know, both of these head coaches that coach under Coach Tony Welch. So, you know, you expect a good defensive contest.
And All-American Daquan, he's at everybody's game.
Yeah, except for his own. And in case you didn't know, Daquan is the red ball all-star for Savannah, Mr. 912 himself.
He has a mixtape at the YMCA.
Yeah, hey, he puts on for his city. Okay, so now we finally
At the end of one quarter of action, your score, Beach High School 7, Savannah High School 0.
So now we finally get some football action on the opposite side of the field. So we're moving to this side now to get some football. We were stuck on Savannah's high side the entire first quarter. Nobody got past the 50, so now we get to see some football on this side of the field. Let's see how it pans out on this side. The High started with the ball. So they put together some nice runs in the first half, so in the first quarter. So you see if they can continue here. Receivers are blocking, they're not blocking on the ends, on the corners. So Jets. Okay. The high back to run the ball.
On the play by the Blue Jackets. It'll be second and about 2.
If Savannah High can get this rolling without the penalties, they definitely can move the ball against this defense.
The High, we seen them in the wishbone pretty much the whole game. I haven't seen the wishbone in a very long time. But
We've seen a lot of stuff.
now we're in the now wing T.
The tush push. Somebody's been watching the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's first down, Blue Jackets.
And we seen that play in the Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles, the tush push.
They try to
ban the tush push, but a lot of coaches, a lot of the NFL coaches and GMs, they didn't want to ban it. Actually, they probably wanted to use it.
Yeah, coach, you can't go wrong with the tush push.
Oh no. Jalen has made a living off the tush push.
You got an injury timeout on the field. And again, with the injury timeout, that brings us to a commercial break. We can go to a quick commercial break here. You're watching Chatham County football on the...
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back to Allen Stadium here on Whitmarsh Island as the Blue Jackets take on the Bulldogs of Savannah, on the Bulldogs of Beach High School. This game is being brought to you on the Warrior Sports Network, a leading webcast in Chatham County, Hills Empire. Over 1,000 views.
Oh! That's not a horse collar?
No, he didn't take him down backwards.
Point of carry for the Blue Jackets. Coleman, loss of 2 to play. It'll be second and 10.
Second and 10. There's the play. They miss it. That quarterback still up.
Still is up, still on his feet. Oh, fumble, another fumble.
Fumble on the play.
The High recovered it.
Recovered by the Bulldogs.
Fumble, man. What y'all looking at?
So the High recovered.
Okay.
Thought they recovered their own fumble, but
Draymond. You got to take the case off for the work.
Change it to the other way.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Waiting on the chain game to
We're on the 10 games to 6. The markers.
False start. Number 10. What's the penalty? False start.
False start. Right. The changing is not.
No, that's right. It was a false start.
Another flag. Flag on play.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
One thing we have in this game is a lot of flags.
This flag was
It's flag football, and you know flag football won't play 80 yards, coach. The girls out there without no equipment.
We haven't gotten up 40 up in here yet, so we on pace. Definitely on pace.
No snap.
No spell. Oh, this is
And looking. No
Computer
place to
on
go.
the backfield, and he's set.
Right, point loss. And there's the flag on play. There's another flag.
Big loss, big loss. Oh. Man, go get him. It's definitely not the Lightning that's just in this game. Well, just had a brawl over excessive play on the sideline of the Beach Bulldogs, and it turned into a whole lot. Helmets being thrown.
Go to the house, man.
Yeah, this might as well take this. This is a long season for both teams.
There's a lot of players that may be
Ejected, yeah. It's
because
not,
they went on the field.
well, you can't say the High because the players from the High were already on the field, but
Clock
a
started
lot of
at
beach
8:48.
players,
8:48.
a lot of beach players may catch the brunt of this incident. As you can see, the High players never left the sideline. They're over there taking a knee.
And that's the fight plan. You tell the players, the coaches hold them back, and they don't come out the field. As soon as they go on the field of play and they start chasing, it becomes so. Yeah, you only seen 2 high players on the side of the field. They were part of the play.
Started to play, yeah.
I still got the video. I said, God.
Beach may be about 20 players short come next game. If punishment holds up.
And you have the director of athletics out there.
I get
John
that.
Brown.
They actually on probation. They said
Could then they get into it with Jenkins or something?
they on probation for last year.
Yeah.
So they should be. They should be fighting.
This might be it.
Yeah, that might done it. What started the boy?
Yeah, right here. Just kept hitting.
I guess you could say he didn't hear no whistle. He was in the heat of play.
Man on the track.
He on the rubber.
Yeah, you tackled him all the way on the track, so he wasn't paying attention to no whistle. He was trying to complete the play.
Well, yes, you play to the whistle, but when you go out of bounds, the play
over. It's over. I guess, well, we know they play, they practice hard, so, continue to play until you get a whistle.
That's why they went in Savannah on
I can tell you that this is not gonna sit well with
The only way they gonna find
Chatham
out
County.
they gotta play the team.
You got all Chatham County law enforcement out here, so we know nobody's at the
It's hard to
game.
see.
This right here, this game might get called. I think the athletic director on the field now.
Yeah, might get called, and like I say, situations like this you hate to see happen, but Beach may be in trouble for the rest of the season. They're gonna lose a good bit of players from this melee.
Well, not just Beach, the High as well.
Yeah, they're gonna lose a few players. They're gonna lose a couple.
Yeah, 2 of those players are definitely gonna be gone.
Especially them two that threw the punches over him.
Yeah. They're gonna go back to the cameras.
East side meet the west side, man. It's always
Let's see what their decision is. They should probably call it.
Yeah, because
We're waiting on the decision from the officials.
He's got film up here.
Officials, to be exact. What's the outcome of the rest of the game?
So we kind of at a loss of words here. We're trying to see what the officials are going to call. They're going to call the game because there are multiple players from both from each sideline that's going to probably be ejected because they were chasing and
Not only that, but suspended for the next game. So
and Savannah High takes the knee over there and
calling it.
because a lot of issues from the last year that they made that come from Allen Stadium where your final score and abruptly 7-0 in favor of the Bulldogs of Beach High School. All games are aired on the Warriors Sports Network and streaming live and archived on the Warriors Sports Network YouTube channel. This has been a presentation of Channel County Athletics.